What's going on, Freddie? How you doing?
I'm doing great. And you?
I'm good. I'm good. First things first, man. You look great.
You're trying to stay in shape. You got 14 pro fighters, and he's been busy.
I see, man. So you got a fighter coming up, December. Excuse me, the 27th. This Saturday coming up, Machado. And just yesterday, he was talking about Gervonta Tank Davis not being a real WBA champion. You know, could you help us clarify what is the issue with the sanction bodies where you got two WBA champions?
It's really difficult with these super champions and super duper champions. It's getting a little bit out of hand. Let's just fight and see who the best is.
Right.
It's the only way to do it.
Now, how would you see a fight playing out between Tank Davis and Machado?
You know, he's obviously a very, very good fighter. I know that, yeah. But my guy is good too, and my guy has a little, I think, a little better power puncher. I look forward to the challenges like that, and bring it if you have it.
Right. Another thing, we see that Manny Pacquiao is coming back. And,
I heard that.
What do you think about that? He said that he wants to fight all the fighters. He signed with Haymon, and he's saying that he wants to fight all the PBC fighters.
Well, it's a good challenge, and at one time he would walk through all of them, I feel. But getting a little bit older, but we'll see. He looked good in his last fight, though. I did watch his last fight. He looked very good. I was really happy. He fought a great fight.
You think he still got it to beat those top welterweights in that 1 foot Errol Spence? Or?
His work ethic is unbelievable. It's still unbelievable. He works really hard every day, and yeah, with the work ethic he has, he can be. I gave him a chance with anybody out there.
Okay. Now, how you see this fight playing out between him and Adrien Broner? Is rumored that it's going to play January 12th.
It's maybe a good way to build up the winner. Maybe get Mayweather or something of that course. But the thing is, there has to be something bigger at the end of the road, though, because Broner he's not really well known, but he's my friend, and me and him we get along fine. He's a real gentleman to me. He treats my gym and me very nice when he's there, always there, and it's a good fight.
You know, the odds say that he's going to open up as a huge underdog, Adrien Broner. How do you see any possibility that he beats Manny Pacquiao?
Well, you know, they're both getting a little bit older, but Manny's 39 now, and it's just something we can't get away from his age. But he did look really good in his last fight, so if he comes off that fight and fights a similar fight, he'll do well.
And how you see a rematch playing out with Manny and Floyd, because they're talking about that rematch taking place after this.
You know, that's why they need a fight before, because the first fight wasn't that great, and you know, it was a little bit disappointing for the fans, I feel, and they didn't pull off what they wanted to, and I think they need to fight a little bit harder and fight a little bit more in that fight. But you know, Manny had a bad injury, and there was a lot of circumstances going on before that fight. But you know, that's part of the boxing now. But the thing is, I'd like to see it one more time.
Now, nobody knows Manny like you know him. How do you see a fight with him? You think he stands a chance of beating Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford at this point in his career?
Errol Spence and Crawford maybe a little bit too big for him, actually, because Manny only walks around over like 138. He's not that big a person. But you know, Manny's always competitive, though. But I mean, you talk about two of the brightest young kids coming up in the world today,
right.
And they're both very good fighters, and I enjoy watching them both fight because they are. I think pound for pound, one or the other is the best fighter in the world today.
Right. Now, a super fight is just that. Everybody want to see Errol Spence fight Terrence Crawford. How do you see that fight playing out?
Everyone wants to see that, but will it happen? With these promoters not like working together, I don't know. We'll see.
And Bob Arum said that he's willing to sit down and make the fight. He says that it's Al Haymon and their side that don't want to make the fight happen.
There's always a little cat and mouse game going on there, but they're just trying to get more money.
Right. Now, it's another super fight coming up. We got Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. How do you see that fight playing out?
Tyson came out of my gym before he went to Big Bear, and he's a very nice guy. And surprisingly, I took pictures with everybody. It was really nice, everyone in the gym. I take my hat off to him. He's very gentleman, and it's a very tough fight. I mean, that fight can go either way. You got a puncher against a boxer.
Right.
But his height might be too much for Wilder to get to because he's very big. And he can get us away with pulling away. But it's a great fight to watch, I think. And how that fight ended up in L.A., I'll never know. But I'm glad it's there, so I get to go see it.
Now, another thing took place this week. Canelo Alvarez signed a huge deal with the Zone. What's your thoughts on that? 10 years, 365 million. Can you imagine that?
No, I didn't play the lottery here, so maybe. But that's a huge payday. I'm not sure how they can make the money back, but it's good for boxing, I guess.
You think Canelo could live up to that? That you think it's going to put a lot of pressure on him?
He has to live up to it. So it's just like he signed a contract.
Right.
Contracts aren't just a piece of paper, you know. They are withheld. They are agreements.
Right.
And most people don't pay attention to contracts like that nowadays. But I'm sure the lawyers on both sides will really. This one's all details, and it's great for boxing. I mean, he's the biggest pay-per-view draw out there, and does he deserve it? Probably yes.
Now, what's your thoughts on the Zone and the streaming app in the sport of boxing now?
I'm not going to watch my fight on the cell phone. That's all I have to say. You know, the thing is, make it so I can watch my fight on it, but the fight's on TV, and you'll have a customer.
Well, you know, you can put the app. You can actually put it on a smart TV.
Well,
and watch
it depends what kind of TV you have to go buy, and then Apple and Sling. It's very complicated. I know.
Now, do you think that this the Zone, the new app, you think that'll push out pay-per-view, or you think pay-per-view will still be existing in the sport of boxing, or you think it'll eventually run its course pay-per-view?
Pay-per-view may have run its course already. There's very few pay-per-view fighters out there. They need to get the fighters, the people interested in fighters again, like on ESPN, like they used to do. But the thing is, it's not doing that. And there's a lot of great fights out there that need to happen, but they're not happening because a lot of these promoters won't work with each other, so they're ruining the game themselves.
And what you think about HBO closing up shop after 45 years?
They had a great run. The promotion was great. I had dinner with Peter Nelson last night, and he's kind of sad it's gone, but it's a business deal, and we all have to live with it.
And Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn believe that Showtime is right behind HBO and it's going to fold shop. Do you think that's a possibility?
I don't know that. I'm not that educated in that like they are. They know better than I.
Okay, thank you, Freddie.
Okay.
And tell us, what's the secret to staying healthy and looking young like you do?
Work every day.
I appreciate you, Freddie. Thank you.